3, funky.
Hello everyone, it's me Ulfa Azizah. I will explain what semantics is and how to know the sentence. Okay, let's learn together. Okay, under the reason why we study semantics. Semantics is the science of the meaning of language, make it a central core in communication and very important factor in how interaction among individuals, group, organization, society are formed. The purpose of semantics is to find out, explore, why the meaning of the spoken language, spoken written sign, is much more complex than the words or gestures used. In a way, we learn semantics to be able to find out a truth. Read this example sentence. Risma angry hurts Christina with an axe. It could be that the meaning of this sentence is that Risma is angry and injures Christina with an axe. It could also mean that Christina, who is holding an axe, is being injured by an angry Risma. It could be that Risma is angry because she hurt Christina. Suppose you heard some friend gossip. For example, Farni said Tatum is an only child. Then Yanti said Tatum's younger brother is Syed. You already know that there are irregularities in the conversation above. You actually can apply semantics extensively without the slightest skill in semantics. You will definitely swallow those two sentences raw and take them to be honest. However, because you already know how to apply semantics in your daily communication, you know there are several possibilities. Tatum couldn't be an only child if he had a younger brother. One of them is lying, so there's a 50-50 chance that Tatum is an only child or an older sister. But you still only know extensively these two possibilities, not being able to analyze why a sentence or several sentences can be confusing and have more than one meaning. Why do we study semantics? In order to be able to explain with analysis or careful thought why one of the meaning obtained from a sentence or conversation is correct. It's not just sentences that have multiple meaning. A word itself can mean more than one. Actually, the meaning and interpretation of words is a constant change from ancient times due to 5 factors. 1. Amelioration increase in the level of meaning of a word, which is when a word that seems negative over time become a positive word. The English term nice means stupid in the 1300 science, but modern society now see the word nice as friendly. Next, pejoration. Pejoration decreases the level of meaning of words when a positive word becomes negative. The term silly used to mean happy in the 1200 science, but since the 5th century it has been used to refer to people who are blind empathy. You don't understand the situation. Next, widening or broadening. A word wither a wither in meaning. In the past, bird was a word used for baby bird, but now it has become a word that represents a very broad range of animal species. Next, narrowing. When a word becomes less general and becomes more specific, they usually refer to animals, but is now a term for only one species. Next, removal or bleaching. Bleaching reduction or decrease in the meaning of a word due to semantic change. For example, things used to indicate a council or association, but now it's only a term. They serve as an ambiguous reference to anything. So, these are 5 factors why semantic, namely the meaning of word, can change. There are many types of semantic, but the most common and obvious differences are conceptual, where the meaning of language is literal or with its general estate. In the dictionary, woman you must define as human plus woman. If you add young, the word becomes girl. If you add married, it becomes wife. Affective, where the meaning of language depends on the feelings that accompany it, usually indicates by gestures or intonation. Where are you going? What the mother other softly means that the speaker wants to know the location of the person he is asking about. But if "where are you going?" said harshly, it could be that the intent behind it is that the mother actually doesn't care where her child is going, but wants to convey her angry emotion toward the action of her child who wants to go. But remember, semantic and pragmatic both let about the meaning of a word in a sentence, but pragmatic prioritizes context, while semantic is free to dig deeply and as much as possible. A future and further example to understand why we read semantic. I never said she stole my money. This one sentence can be interpreted to 7 different meaning depending on which word is emphasized. Example, I never said she stole my money. Someone else said it. I never said she stole my money. I didn't say it. I never said she stole my money. I only implied. I will repeat again the difference between semantic and pragmatic. Okay, difference in semantic and pragmatic. Semantic and pragmatic are the two main branches of the language study of meaning. Both are named in the title of the book and they will be introduced here. Semantic is the study of meaning. Knowledge will be encoded in language vocabulary and pattern to construct more complex meaning, down to deliver a sentence meaning. The pragmatic relates to the use of gesture in meaningful communication. Pragmatics is about the interaction of semantic knowledge with our knowledge of the words, considering the context used. Conventionally, the difference between semantic and pragmatic is judged on three terms. 1. Linguistic meaning. First, Franscy use. 2. Third, conditional difference, not non-chart the conditional meaning, and context independence. The difference is that semantic studies linguistic meaning or meaning that is internal, whereas pragmatic studies the speaker meaning or meaning in speaker, and is external in relation to context. In other words, semantic learns the literal meaning of an idea, while pragmatics is the implied meaning of a given idea, context dependent. Based in Turner 1999 and 70. Here's the explanation. Pragmatic nature, if in use there is a deliberate error in the use of grammar by the speaker, then it is said that there is a maxim S of the speech X that is followed. Meanwhile, semantic doesn't analyze language in terms of usage, so that if there is an intentional error by a speaker, semantic cannot determine the real meaning of the speaker because it is only based on the general meaning. Example, in the following sentence, B answer question A with at least 3 possible ways of saying not yet or not wanting to eat. A. Have you eaten this afternoon? B. I haven't eaten, but I don't want to eat. B2. I just now lie. B2. I'm still full really. To say the point, B can at least say in the 3 words. B. 1 directly state the intonation and reason. B2. By lie, he implies that he does not want to eat. B3. For reason of politeness and implies that he doesn't want to eat. To answer question A, although it cannot explain very precisely, semantic can only analyze the meaning clearly and sentence. B1 because the sentence directly answers question A, but semantic cannot explain precisely the meaning of B2 and B3 because B answers indirectly, so it requires an understanding of the situation around him. Difference in the study of meaning in times to drink. An example begin. Exists from a pragmatic point of view. The word drinking means drinking alcohol. Alcohol difference in the study of meaning in semantic and pragmatic. 1. Pragmatic examines meaning beyond the scope of semantic. Example, in a classroom, do we sit in the back row of seats? Then he said to his teacher, "Sure, sorry, I want to go back." The italicized word back semantically means the opposite of the front, meaning that if studied semantical, Dewey wants to go backward. However, if we look at the context, Dewey is already sitting in the back row. Of course, it is impossible for the meaning of rare to be interpreted semantically by what they will mean. So now we examine using pragmatic, in which pragmatic involves what is called context. What is the context? The context is that Dewi is sitting in the back, so it is impossible for her to ask permission to go back again. To go back again, we use logic. Number 2. The nature of study in semantics is the declaration. 3. Semantic is a context-independent field, while pragmatic is context-dependent. 4. One of the objects of semantic study is sentence, so that semantics of often called the meaning of sentence. Okay, thank you for watching and see you next video.